Okay, the next section of the equilibrium is the uses of the equilibrium constant. There are going to be three uses that we're going to be looking at. The first one is interpreting the equilibrium constant, which basically is just looking at the value of the Kc given and determining if something is mostly a reactant, mostly a product, or could in truth be a mixture of the two. Okay? So the statement is that when Kc is large, the equilibrium is mostly product. And so for this one, we mean Kc is greater than 100. Okay? Or if it's times 10 to the x, x is positive. Technically greater than positive 1 or positive 2. For this one, Kc is small, we mean that the Kc is less than 0.01, or the times 10 to the x, x is negative. So you might want to ask, what happens in this range between 0.01 and 100? When Kc, so when I have 0.01, Kc and less than 100, I'm sorry, I have that backwards. So sorry. When I have it's less than 100, when Kc is less than 100 or greater than 0.01. So in this range between 100 and 0.01, that means it's a mixture of reactants and products. Ran out of room there. So if you go back and look at the previous problems that we have been doing so far, we've had values of 39.1, 10.5, and such and so forth. If you go back to where we did the problems in which we found the Kc values. The examples in the book happen to be the extremes of this. Okay, so basically all you have to do, like I said, is look at the value, okay, and then determine based on that value, what do you think that this is going to be. So what do I mean by the value? So I don't even care what this equation is right here. When I'm asked for the following equilibriums, would it have mostly reactants, mostly products, or be a true mixture? All I'm looking at is this value over here. And when I have something times 10 to the 13th, that means that there are 112 zeros after this 5. Okay, so that's a very large number. So therefore, a large Kc, that means that my answer is going to be mostly products. Actually, this is almost going to be completely products, but that's not what it asks. Okay, and conversely, here's another equilibrium. Okay, and I don't care what the reaction is really. I look at this value here. Okay, and this has 34 zeros in front of this 3. So therefore, it's very small, and so this one is mostly reactants. So this is a good short answer or multiple choice type of question on an exam. Okay? And that's all you have to do for this section here.